Hello, this is Easy, and I'm going to show you how to display your 3D models on a web page. Okay, and before I get started, I'm going to give credit because this model I'm using was made by, I believe, Magdalena. This was one of the files in the one of the folders in ZBrush, and the OBJ had that name on there, so I'm assuming that's the person that made this. Credit to that person. And I'll be going over a few things, and I will post a link below the video, like this link here and a couple other links, where you can try this and go to some of the sample files. Alright, let's get started. When we come to this web page, let's just reload this. And when you do this, if you look at the top up here, you can see things loading. Alright, it loaded kind of fast this time because already been here once. Alright, it's loading up a set of images, and when I bring my cursor in here, you can see it spin. Alright, which is cool. Now this is kind of unlike some of these turntables that you see on the internet. This is multiple spin. It will spin multiple times. Alright, really nice. I'm just bringing my cursor in here. I'm not clicking or nothing like that. Then when I get to a certain area, let's say I want to face forward like this and click one time, then it brings up the magnifier. We can magnify certain areas. Click, bring it over here, and we'll magnify it. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and go on the next step. If we select this little button down here to switch to another page here. Alright, this will give a few seconds for this to load up. Alright. Alright, now this is another way that this is actually the OBJ right here. If you click it, you can drag it and move it around. It's got a lot of other options. I've got it wrote in a few things down here that you can do, but there's a lot more that you can do than what I have down here. You know, I'm zooming in and out than they are for resetting like that. Alright, this is the OBJ. Alright, now for a few little tips here. Let's go back to this page here. Alright, this how this is made is, I'll have a link to this. I'm going to click here and go to the website here. It's called Magic Toolbox, and it's the one that's called the Magic 360 Plus. Alright, you can see you can do all kinds of really cool stuff, and you can see it loading up here on this one right here. Alright, so basically how this works is when you come to the web page, it loads twice, and the first image it loads is the one that's spinning. Alright, and the second one it loads is the one that's for the magnifier. They got this one really magnified up. This is cool looking right here. Let's go back here. Yep. Alright, and let's go into the setting wizard here. Not going to get into full detail, so I'm just going to give you a brief overview. And this is like a little widget right here, and you can do all your little adjustments right here. You can come down here and press apply. It'll update your code right here. Alright, now the way I did this is I exported this out as a movie from ZBrush. I only exported and this where the canvas area is at. I did not render and capture the whole UI. The reason why is because if you do, the file size will be humongous, because you'll need 36 images for the one that's spinning, or how many you want. Then when I click and magnify, these are another set of images. So if I got 36 spinning, and then I need 36 images for magnifying. So the file size will get quite large if you start rendering the whole UI. And like I said, I'd rendered just the canvas area right here, but it looks like I rendered the whole UI. Well, actually, this image back here is just one image, and when I bring my cursor in here, these are all the other images right here. So it may appear that I rendered the whole UI, but I didn't. It's kind of a little bit of an optical illusion here, sort of. And when we come to this one here, you can click. Now this one here, it's a little bit not real tricky, but there's some loopholes that you need to know when you download this file and some samples. All right, you can get a lot of information over here if you just go to the download right here, and way down here you can see it says mesh to flash. The free one right here, it's got documents, all kinds of settings, how you want it to display. I can change the color, change the wireframe, or whatever. Now the tip is right here is I got it in this folder called the real-time 3D underscore files. Alright, I do know, at least in my case, it's got to be in that folder. You can't have a folder name that you want to make up on your own. Another thing is it only renders triangles, it does not render quads. And this mesh, I reduced the polygons by the decimation master, and I applied some UVs. I believe it needs UVs also for it to be viewable in here. Alright, and the second thing is once you reduce the file size, it makes it load a lot faster also in here. And now if you try this on your desktop, it's not going to be visible. You got to upload this to see this mesh working right here and moving it. So it's not visible. That's the way this flash, it's a flash player right here, and you can look at the source code. And when I exported this OBJ from ZBrush, it put capital for the N, capital O, capital B, and capital J. Alright, this thing in the code, it's case sensitive, so if the case sensitive is not matching, this file will not be visible and you won't be able to see it. Alright, and like I said, you can do different settings to, hey, when I come to the page, do I want it to start to spin, how fast I want it to spin, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I think this is going to wrap it up, and thank you very much.